valued media friends to this particular event. And with this the head table, myself, I'm Dheer Hetiarachi, as she mentioned very correctly. I'm the chairman of Sri Lanka Convention Bureau. At the same time, Mr. Dambika Kulatunga from my the right hand side is the manager, Northern India, the Sri Lankan Airlines, and also the Markanti Velikala from my left hand side. She is the manager marketing of Sri Lanka Convention Bureau. So let me give you a kind of a elaboration about what's this purpose of the objective of this particular press meet, as well as why we are here, and mainly in nutshell what we are going to do here. Mainly, as you know, the Sri Lanka and India, the connectivity, and we have a very strong relationship between India and Sri Lanka all over nearly 2,500 years back. So historically, culturally, geographically, and politically, even we are connected. It can be whatever we can the chicken, it can be the spices or tea, whatever. So it's really we are connected. So we have been identified in the Sri Lanka Convention Bureau. If you consider what is the role of Sri Lanka Convention Bureau, mainly our mandate, our focus or the scope is to establish Sri Lanka as one of the finest MICE destinations. Maybe you are familiar with the what is MICE. It's not it's the MICE is the meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions and events. So this particular segment in tourism sector also has a kind of very real value and kind of a prominent industry in the consider of most of tourism national tourism organization of the world. They consider the MICE segment as one of the prominent segments. So concerning Sri Lanka and India relationship, we have been identified Sri Lanka, the India as the one of the strongest and vital and very prominent source market Sri Lanka. When we consider last year, 2.36 million we reached the tourist arrivals, out of which 20 to 22% is about is from the Indian market. So it's a kind of a great the fact that we can think about. So that's a great potential. That's the relationship we maintain. And you are supporting us always. You are the Nipah cycle and also the difficulty of economic crisis also India is really supporting Sri Lanka. That's a relationship. So we consider in terms of MICE tourism, this is a good potential. Even we are facing the global crisis situation with the Middle East war, but if Sri Lanka is not a kind of a long haul destination, it's very short period of time you can cover to Sri Lanka. We maintain kind of a visa-free policy to Sri Lanka. Nearly 40 countries we offer free visa policy. India is really identified as one of the prominent resource markets. So, and we are here today. We are having it's not only the Kolkata. Day before yesterday we were in Ahmedabad, and today we are in Kolkata, and they are tomorrow we will be leaving to Chennai to have the same practice and the same B2B. So we are here with the nearly 22, including the Sri Lankan Airlines and the this B2B session, the business to business session is connected with the 22 Sri Lankan MICE operators and wedding planners and the destination MICE organizers and the tour operators as well. So they will be connected with around 75 media and 75 with the MICE operators from Ahmedabad and the Kolkata and also Chennai. So today also you are here to take this momentum to get the benefit of this is a win-win situation for both countries, India and Sri Lanka. So when you consider the MICE tourism, that's the main thing, main platform that we consider how we can develop this particular momentum for the benefits of both countries. So it's about the brief introduction about this particular event, and let me pass on the microphone to Mr. Dambika Kulatunga. He's a manager Northern India in Sri Lankan Airlines.
Thank you very much for coming here today. As you know, for Sri Lankan Airlines, India is a very vital market. Because of that reason, currently we operate to 9 cities in India and having almost 90 flights a week out of India. So it's a very vital market, and even for MICE travelers or leisure passengers traveling out of Kolkata, also we have currently, unfortunately, we don't fly to Kolkata anymore, but we have organized so many interlining partners to feed into our network out of India from the 9 points. So I'm sure In terms of connectivity, there is absolutely no problem. So if you need to request any answer, any questions, I'll definitely answer.
Renewal. Sri Lanka Conservation Bureau, our main mandate is to promote wise tourism. In line with that mandate, we have introduced one of the assistance scheme. It's simply the Miles Travel Assistance Scheme. Through that scheme, all the local planners, miles, service providers, event organizers, they can get assistance through the assistance scheme, both financial and non-financial. So based on the number of foreign delegates, we have some tips. Under that, we will provide some support like assistance for cultural performances, excursions, souvenirs, gifts, and also Galarida financial assistance. And if they need special approval, endorsements, that also we will provide case by case based on their requirements. So that is just key we have introduced to promote mines tourism to increase the numbers from our key markets. So India is also one of the main markets. It is the main market to Sri Lanka. So the scheme is available for the mines event organizers.